Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. So in this video I'm going to talk about Windows 10 mobile. So what apps can be used in 2022 and what you can do with these phones or how you can use these phones. So basically we all know that Windows mobile is dead, but still there are a lot of devices out there and most of them actually still in running condition. So many people still use them as a primary device and many as a secondary device, or many as mp3 or a media player. So here you can see I have 4 Lumia phones, and I really love these phones because of their interface and smoothness. So I really like metro feel of Windows phones. So here I have Lumia 625, which is running on 8.1 GDR2, which is just updated to GDR2 with some tweaks. And this is Lumia 540, which is running on 8.1 GDR2, and this one is Lumia 820, which is running on Windows 10, but it's on Android version of Windows 10, which can run Android apps. Not all of them, some of them can run, and most of the time it crashes. So I don't really recommend to install any kind of Windows in Lumias. So basically I will be talking about Windows 10, not 8.1, because the App Store in 8.1 is not working. So if you really want any apps like games and other things, you can see here games or apps, you really need to unlock bootloader and sideload apps. But for Windows 10, as here I am showing you, so the store is working. If I go to Microsoft Store, so store is working just fine in the first build of in the third build of Windows 10. So if you want to upgrade your phone to Windows 10, there are a lot of tutorials in YouTube. Also I made 2 tutorials about it, so you can follow one of them and can update your phone to Windows 10. So the Windows 10 update is working on supported and unsupported phones, so it doesn't really matter which phone you which phone you have, so it will probably work on your phone. So as I said, we are going to talk about the apps. First of all, the social apps is not available in your store anymore. Nothing is working, like Facebook. There is no first party apps for Windows 10, but there are some few apps which are still working, so which are not really official apps, but these apps are still working. So if you are still using these phones, so you may download these apps and can make use of your phone. So first of all, talk about the Facebook. So for Facebook, you can download Air. So if you open Air, it will load a Facebook page, which is, as you see, it's working. The Facebook is working, and also you can message. So message is working, but you can't call. So but you can do your post, you can check everything. So for Facebook, you can download here. So you can download it from Microsoft Store. You don't need to sideload the apps. So the apps I'm going to talk about all are, you can get it from Microsoft Store. So then for Twitter, you can download Ravin. So as you can see here, Ravin. So I have already logged into my account, so let's open it and check it. So as you can see, the Ravin is working fine, but it's not that smooth, but still it's working. So if you really want to use your Twitter handle, you can use these apps. So it's working, it's in working condition, that's it. So for Twitter, you are getting Ravin, and for Instagram, Sixtech is still working just fine. So I have already logged into my account. As you can see here, Sixtech is also working, and you can post or do like and other things you can do. So then for YouTube, which is there is no first party app for that. So also the browser struggle to load sometimes pages. So you can use MyTube, which is you will find in your app store. So if you go to Microsoft Store, you will, if you search MyTube, you will be able to find it. So it's working flawlessly. So also it can run in background. So if you are not using it, it can, if you can listen music in audio format also. So as you can see here, it's just working fine. It's quite smooth. There is no issue with that. So for YouTube, you can use MyTube. And we all know that Lumia are really good at taking photos. So camera app is built in, is there, but for photo editor you can get PicsArt. So PicsArt is still available on Microsoft Store. You can download it from Microsoft Store, and it's available there. So PicsArt is working. So if I open it, so the main thing is you have to log in. So I didn't log in my account. I don't really need, I don't edit photos here, so I didn't. But to show you, I have downloaded the apps and it's just working. For Spotify, you may find it on store or you may not. So in my case, I got it from store. If I search Spotify, as you can see here, the app is available in my store. I don't know, sometimes I don't get it in my other phones when I have updated to Windows 10, but in this phone I got it in the store. But if you don't get it, you can sideload the apps. So Spotify is working, but it's not like fully working Spotify. So if you go here, the homepage doesn't work. If you search, nothing will appear. So like Nicki Minaj, there is nothing will appear. But if you go to your music, whatever playlist you have, you can scroll through and you can listen to those music you have liked, or you put into the playlist, or you have following some artist. So those things you can still listen. So as you can see here, so these things is still working but not fully working, but still is nothing is better, something is better than nothing. So you are getting that. And the one best app of Windows 10 I probably recommend you, which is really good, is Telegram Messenger. So in the Telegram Messenger, you are getting calling feature too. So you can call and SMS and also do all sorts of things in Telegram Messenger. It's one of the good apps I can recommend for Windows 10. And rather than that, there is nothing much. If you go in the store, there are a lot of apps. Most of them are fake, doesn't work. But these few apps I have shown you are really working, and it's odd if you are using these phones. So you can download these apps and you can make use of these apps, rather than if you have these phones and if you are keeping these phones. Rather than keeping these phones, you can use these phones either in listening to music or watching YouTube and other things. So then about the game and other things, so there are not much game available in the store, but as you can see here, I have a lot of games I have side loaded. So there are a lot of apps and games still available which you can side load to these phones. So if you really I will put a link in the description where you can go and download apps and games, and you can side load those apps and games. So hopefully it will help you a bit to make use of these Lumia phones. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.